Hey.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Gay and the Grossed Out.
It's us. I'm Ryan.
I'm Cass.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get this
I had to
party
give a
started.
deep breath.
Oh.
Breath.
Warning.
Trigger
I'm
warning.
I'm just congested.
You're
Yeah.
sick.
I have allergies, and I'm just
Right.
that's
Allergies.
no.
Wink,
I'm
wink.
serious. As a
Oh,
kid,
it's just allergies.
shut up. As a kid, my preschool teacher told my parents, they were like, "I'm very concerned about your daughter. She's rubbing her eyes so much that they're bloodshot." And I was just like a little preschooler
Your
with
parents are
like.
like, it's fine.
Then
They're
they
like, it's
started.
fine.
No, don't worry. Then they started giving me Benadryl every day before school.
Oh, I don't think that's good for a
Nope.
preschooler.
No, it was more like I don't even know because it was more like I feel like they bought it more my middle school. They gave me that,
Yeah.
and I didn't know any better. I didn't know.
Right.
And it was like, oh, like whatever, like. So I was probably honestly doped up my whole life
Love that.
on Benadryl.
Love that. There's probably like a kid's Benadryl, right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they weren't giving you like
No, but
adult Benadryl.
no.
They were giving you like the kid
And it
version.
was like allergy. So it was
Right.
like specifically the allergy stuff, but like it was the allergy one that was like it wasn't the non-drowsy one. So it
Right.
had Benadryl in it. And so like me in like 8th grade, I'm like, why am I so tired? I know, I'll start drinking coffee. Like
There you go. Because you were taking Benadryl for 8 years of your life.
Seriously.
Just like taking Benadryl
Yeah.
all the time. That's why you were tired.
But
Anyway.
yeah. So don't worry, I
So-
do Flonase now, which is
Oh.
shots up the nostril
Yeah.
nasal spray. Which
Fun.
I also saw a TikTok where it's like you're not supposed to do that more than 5 days in a row.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know. I saw that, but if I don't, then it's okay. You want to know something else?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Very sorry. Today I went to go and try to donate blood.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's I gave it my best shot. You fill out the stuff and then they go and then they prick your finger and they test your iron.
Mm-hmm.
And my iron was 11.5 and then 11.7. I don't know the measurements, but it needs to be 12.5. So I'm so close.
You're a little low on your iron.
Little low on my iron.
Just what has iron in it? What
Spinach.
Eat a little spinach and you should be good.
That's what I was like, oh, I wish but the Willie's was out of spinach, I guess, for like a while. And then I saw it today for my sub. And then usually I'll like go to Cranston and get a salad with spinach on it. That's like my main addition. But I just I've been too busy.
You think they can't just like squirt some iron in your blood after they take it? Not a little iron they could put in there.
Also, couldn't they just give the person like
give you
iron?
something. Right, like give you like an iron pill or something. Like a little iron supplement and be like, here you go, here's
I'm telling you,
eat this.
The requirements to donate blood are completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
They test the blood beforehand.
Yeah.
They
they probably got to make sure there's nothing. They got to make sure. So they test
100%.
it first, just to make sure. Because they're like, why would we take your blood and then after the fact be like, we can't even use this?
No, I
like that would
know.
be a waste of time. So
But
I understand why they check.
I agree, but I just there's just so many factors where it's like it makes it inaccessible for people to donate, and then I've been turned down multiple times.
Yeah.
Because my iron's been too low, which probably is a problem with me.
Yeah.
And that should be checked out, but it's like, I'm fine.
I've never tried to donate blood. One, because I'm gay, so I know they would already be like, no.
Yeah.
They'd be like, you can't. And then also, I just don't like getting my blood drawn. It's scary, and it feels weird, and I don't like it. I don't know. I'm just like...
I did find out, though, I'm O positive. Not from today. They just sent me some other... like Connect Life or something sent me an email being like, we need O positive blood, please. I'm like, I wish I could, bestie. Like, really do.
Yeah. I have to see. I've gotten blood drawn before. I should go to the place that I've gotten my blood drawn and been like, what blood type am I? Just
it's so important to know, and no one does.
No. I feel like I should ask. I'll have to ask. I have to go back there next month, I think. So I'll have to ask them.
I'm a universal donor.
Yeah, cause you can just give anyone your blood.
Yep.
What's the one that you can't?
I think probably AB.
Yeah, because there's like one where it's like you only can take that blood if you have it. Like there
Yeah.
is no like what blood. Good thing I have my computer right in front of me.
No.
What blood type is not universal?
I want to say AB because I don't think that
O
people.
O positive. No, O positive. It says about 43% of the population has type O blood, either positive or negative. O positive blood can't be used universally because it has the Rh factor, but it is compatible. Wait, what?
So
Oh,
I can't.
it
get-
is not it, but it is compatible with all positive blood types. O positive, A positive, B positive, and AB. Wait, that seems like it is contradictory because it just said it's not.
Is
But now
there?
it says it is. Oh, it's O negative, I think, is the one that is not.
That like can't
Yeah. O
because
negative
I don't think there's like an.
blood type.
Is there an A negative? I don't think so.
No. O negative is the most common blood type used for transfusions when the blood type is unknown. Yeah, because O negative is the universal. I need to look up blood type. I know nothing about blood types.
Maybe I'm not because I feel like I've been told that I'm the universal donor, but
Which is it says on here is
O
O negative
negative.
is universal. Oh wait, here's a little list.
Nice.
Oh my god, they have a little graph. Okay, AB positive is the universal donor. AB
Oh.
positive, you can if you're AB positive.
You
hold
can
on.
donate to anyone.
Yeah, let me look at the little graph. Yeah, so here's the little graph. If the
that's a lot.
recipient is AB positive, they can receive any type
type.
of blood. But if you're O negative, you can
You can
only
only
receive
receive
O
O
negative.
negative.
You can't receive any other blood type.
Interesting.
So they have recipient on here and then donor up there.
So they just.
So the universal is O negative.
Oh, okay.
Because any blood type can accept O
O
negative,
negative.
but O negative can only
Mm.
accept other O negative.
Oh.
If that makes sense. Like
Be-
this makes it make
Interesting.
way more
Yeah.
sense written out like this.
Because there's also. Because yeah, this is my text message. Cassidy, O positive blood supplies are low after a big transfusion at ECMC last night, and Connect Life needs your help.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what it meant
Yeah,
by.
so you're O positive. So you can donate to people with AB positive, A positive, B positive, and O positive. You can only donate. Your blood is only good for other people who have positive blood types. Because it has A
Interesting.
negative and B negative. So A
Does it really?
and AB negative. Yeah. So there is
That's
negatives to all
crazy.
those. That is. Why
Science
do they
is
make it
so-
so weird? Why do they gotta come up with these names? Why can't they just be like, you have good blood, you have great blood, you have perfect blood?
Well, you can't subject. It's not subjective.
I mean, I guess they should just say you're universal. You're non-universal. I don't know. I feel like there's an
Imagine
easier system
being
than
told
this.
you're non-universal.
I just feel like
you're
there's an easier way. Why can't they just do like A type, B type, C type, D type, E type? Like, why do they have to make it the same and then just put the positive? Because I feel like the positives and the negatives are what confuses me.
Yes, but I'm
You
sure
know?
there's also a reason for
Probably.
them.
There's probably like some scientific reason.
Like the whole reason
Oh, and
that
they have
it's
this one,
A
too.
and B.
This one also is.
That one's confusing. I don't.
No,
like
this
that.
one's not because to me because if you have O negative, it means you could give to anyone, but you can. It says receive O negative, so it tells you what
Oh,
you
okay.
can give to and then what you can receive. So it says
That's like a classic kind of T chart. The one we were
Right.
seeing before was more of like a Punnett square, but like
yeah, it's like
big.
this reminds me of a multiplication table.
No, so true.
You know,
Oh
it's
my
very like
God.
multiplication table because it has like the column and the
Yeah.
row, and then it has like the little blood marks for like what's compatible.
But so I had
Very fun.
I had a different motive, honestly, for trying to donate blood. Is
Mhm.
through the Red Cross, they were giving out Snoopy shirts.
So you got a Snoopy shirt?
No, they didn't
Didn't
have
have
them there
any?
anyways.
Aww.
Because the guy did say like, take a shirt,
You were
even though
like,
I couldn't
"Yay!"
donate, and I was
Yeah.
like, nice.
Like I'm getting one anyway. And
But
then-
I also would have felt really bad.
was it just like a Red Cross shirt? Like
yeah,
just like a
it was
typical,
black, and it had like
the Red
words on it.
Cross.
It didn't have Snoopy on it. I was so excited. I was like,
Sorry.
I know.
So we have an activity. I don't know how long
I know.
this is
I'm
gonna
really
take.
sorry. We actually just
So we
started
should
talking
start.
about blood.
Yeah, blood. I'm a vampire, so that's good for
Thank
me.
God.
Yeah.
Quick tangent, really fast.
Okay, no,
I
you're fine.
feel like science is crazy just by
Science is
like
crazy.
talking about like
Mhm.
I especially human biology.
There's
I took
so
that
much
class.
I don't know.
I barely scraped the surface.
Yeah,
Like
I feel that.
the human body is so complex, and then like you zoom. Have you ever done the website where you zoom all the way in and you can go all the way to an atom?
Yeah,
Then you can zoom all the way out and view the entire known universe.
yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It gives you like kind of an existential crisis.
100%.
Because you're like, what am I?
And
Who
then
am
I'm
I?
like, oh
Why
my
does-
God, not to bring up religion again. But like, that's so crazy.
You go
And
so
you're
far
t-
out, you see God.
No. And I'm like, we're sitting here and we're like, oh my God, God made everything when science is right in front of us. Anyways.
The truth is, we'll never know what made things.
No, 100%.
Like, we'll never know what made us. We don't know. We just appeared one day, and here we are.
I like the idea that we're aliens because I think that's
That'd be
interesting.
fun.
Like, just the life form itself traveled on an asteroid and landed here.
Yeah.
That's like one of the ideas for the beginning of Earth. In that primordial soup.
I think one day we all just like woke up. I just think we woke up and we were like, oh, we're here.
So
That's what I think. I don't believe in the Matrix stuff.
more
Like, we're in a supercomputer. Shut up.
no,
No, we're
that's
not.
stupid.
We're not in a super. Shut up. No,
we're
we're
not
not.
in a simulation.
No,
That's
we're not.
stupid.
That's stupid. I hate that theory. I think it's dumb.
I subscribe to, the Big Bang.
Yeah.
You know, we have
Evolution.
this. Yeah, 100%,
I could see evolution.
100%.
You know.
And like, I'm just,
Yeah. My 50th time great grandfather was probably a monkey, or 100 or whatever. 1,000,000
like
time
you
great
can't
grandpa
be
was
like,
probably
oh,
a monkey.
how did we come from monkeys? Look at yourself.
And look at a monkey.
Like,
It's so crazy though to think about like how like different we are from animals. You know,
it's
It's
the
so
fact
weird.
of consciousness.
it's crazy. I don't
It's-
like it. When I think
that
about it
your
for too long,
ick?
I don't like it. I don't like thinking too long about how like, I can like do all this stuff and I can talk and I can be all like boop boop boop, and then there's like a bear and he's just like, hey, rawr, I'm a bear, and like that's crazy to me. That he just lives life being like what does he think? Does he just think like I'm a bear? Like boop, boop,
The
boop,
thing is
I'm,
as
grr,
is-
I'm a bear. Like
well, the idea is, I think that they don't think.
right,
they
and that's
don't have that.
scary.
Or they just have like the instinct of they don't have
And
that
that's
step up, and they
crazy.
can't even realize that.
Like they don't sit around thinking like
no,
I'm a big old bear. Like I eat fish all day and
well,
I'm
they
a bear.
Might. They
like,
might. I don't know. I'm not a bear.
Like my dog, he's probably not like, I'm a dog. Here I am in the house running around. I'm a dog. He doesn't think that. He's just like, eat.
Also, you don't
Play,
go
like-
around and think I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human.
You don't know that. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I be walking and I'm just like, wow, I'm like a person. That's crazy.
So that's like your ick, is like the idea of like consciousness. You just like get like the tingles.
It's
You're like,
weird.
ugh.
I don't like it.
For me,
It's weird.
it's the idea that there's a skeleton in my body, that like my muscles are there,
That is
my
weird.
veins, like the human body exhibits where like they have like the like all the veins laid out, and
Yeah.
it makes me like get out of my body, get out of my body.
Yeah, you're like, get out.
Get out.
No, it's so weird.
So I just
Anyway.
I just have to forget.
Hard left to
Hard
something
left.
completely different and not at all related to anything we've been talking about this whole time.
Big Brother.
Yeah, so Big Brother, it's a reality show. They put a bunch of people in a house and they survey them for 24/7, and then they force them to compete in competitions and vote each other out, and then at the end there's a winner.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I feel like I was never aware of Big Brother until I met you.
Slay.
Like I feel like it just like
I just like discovered it one day. I don't even know how I came about it actually. Like how I discovered Big Brother. I think a friend of mine in high school was like semi into it. Like they
Yeah.
were just getting into it's one of those things where they were like just getting into it, so they told me about it and they were like, "Oh, I'm like getting into this show. Like I don't know. Like I'm just starting to watch it. Like I don't know." So I was like, "Oh, like I'll watch it too." And then I became obsessed with it and they like never watched it again. But I was like, "Oh, this is my new personality."
that's crazy.
Yeah. So I've seen every season. There's 24. Okay, so this is actually complicated.
Okay.
There are 24 American seasons. Seen them all.
Okay.
There's 11 Canadian seasons.
Okay.
Seen them all. Well, all of them. And then there's the 11th one is currently happening, so it's not over
So
yet.
okay.
There's 3 American celebrity seasons.
Okay.
Seen them all. Well, actually, I've seen the first 2. I stopped watching the third one because it was really boring and I didn't want to finish it, so I didn't finish it. But I know like what happens in it, but I
Yeah.
just didn't actually watch it. There's so many UK seasons I'm not even getting into because I haven't even seen like all of them. I've seen like a couple.
Is that like
They're
the
just hard to
original?
find.
Or no? Is
So I
give me
think
the history of Big Brother.
okay. So I believe the very first season started in Switzerland or Germany, some European country.
You know, like because this definitely seems like
Dutch. It's Dutch.
Dutch.
The original Big Brother is Dutch from the Netherlands.
It's a very strange concept of like
Yeah.
putting people in a house and just seeing what happens.
That was like the original idea, was like they would put people in the house and then the audience kind of got to like influence what happened by like voting the people out they didn't like. So it became more of like a how well does the audience like you?
Okay.
And then I believe the American version was the version that introduced competitions and introduced like
we love competition.
we love it. And I think it made the show better personally because it depends, because it made it worse because the audience wasn't in control. So a lot of the times the audience didn't like would end up winning, which is disappointing. But the benefit was that it created a strategy game and it created like a meta of its own of like the Big Brother kind of like strategic world. And I think that is interesting. And that is the part of the show I like. So it has like good and bad.
I feel like, have you ever played Risk?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's just that's kind of just the vibe I'm getting.
There are a lot of so here's all of the countries that have their own version of Big Brother.
You're scrolling like a lot. Like,
okay, so here, Africa has its own version. I think it's over though. It ended in 2014, so it's not ongoing still. Albania has its own, which is still ongoing.
Wait, so Africa, like, is it just Africa?
No, it includes Angola, Botswana, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Liberia, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Tanzania, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and Zambia.
Okay.
Are the countries included in the
Thank you for
Africa
reading
version.
that. I really
You're welcome.
appreciate it because I was like,
I'm sure I butchered that pronunciation, so I'm
that's
so
okay.
sorry.
I just was I was like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, it's like countries but it's called Big Brother Africa is the name of the show.
Okay.
Is what it calls itself.
Okay.
There's Albania, Angola, Mozambique had its own version that is not going on.
Okay.
There's Big Brother The Boss, which is the Arab version. Okay. So it's like Bahrain, Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Syria, and Tunisia. But it's called Big Brother. It's like Big Brother and then an Arabic word, but it translates to Big Brother The Boss.
I love
It had one season in 2004, and then it ended. Argentina, Australia, the Balkans, which is Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, North Macedonia, and Serbia. There's a lot. Belgium, which is over. No, wait. Nope, Belgium is still going. Brazil, Bulgaria,
Belgium.
Canada, which is still going.
Yeah.
There's also a French-Canadian version called Loft Story.
Loft Story.
And it's different. China, Colombia, Croatia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Ecuador. Let me look at the ones that are just still ongoing. So Finland, Germany, Hungary, India. I know the India one. The India one is really big. It's called Big Boss. It's big with 2 G's. So it's BIGG, boss. Big Boss. Big Boss, I know, is still ongoing. And it gets a lot of attention sometimes. Sometimes I see clips on Twitter of like Big Boss like come up. So I know that one is pretty big. Italy, Netherlands, Nigeria, Philippines, Portugal, South Africa, UK, and US. Yep.
That's a lot. Is it like, so is it all owned by like, or is it like more of like
I think it's like CBS is what owns the American version. So I think it's just whatever, because a lot of these like have their own like pop TV and like worldwide, like it's like their countries. So it's more of like a franchise. But
and it seems kind of just like not like RuPaul's Drag Race is RuPaul and like the Drag Race associated with Ru, and then there's just Drag Race of different countries.
Well, I think they're all owned by World of Wonder, which is the production company that made Drag Race, which is kind of crazy to think about because they originally, when Drag Race started, they were just like a small little queer like production company in LA. Like they were just making like, and then they made Drag Race and then it blew up. And now World of Wonder is like so successful now because of Drag Race. It's like because of that one show that they made. They're now like, they own so many franchises around the world that make so much money.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy. But anyway.
Okay, yeah.
So Big Brother.
I'm sorry,
No, you're good. I created a list of people, characters, celebrities that I wanted to see compete that I thought would be fun to see compete all together in a house.
This is your episode, and I'm just around.
Mhm. So here's our cast.
Okay.
I think you're really gonna like this. I hope.
Okay.
So our first house guest walking into the house is Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Yes.
So he's our first.
Oh.
I picked him because I was like, who will create drama? The Grinch.
He had to go through like CIA torture training.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, like to wear that, and he just has to now do like, because I feel like the one episode I watched, they were like mermaids on like a slip and slide that went up and down, just like Jim Carrey in that whole suit.
Well, it's not Jim Carrey. It's The Grinch.
Oh,
but it's like his version of it is what I meant when I said Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Oh,
like it's
so I
the
was
live action Grinch, but it's not Jim Carrey. It's The Grinch.
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Okay,
so which I think is better because I think first of all he lived alone in that mountain, so he hates people, so he's already gonna be not happy to be here.
This is pre his heart growing. Sizes.
Yeah,
3 sizes.
It's OG Grinch.
Is it 2 sizes or 3 sizes?
Don't know.
It
gets
3.
bigger. I know it gets bigger.
Okay, The Grinch.
We have Strawberry Shortcake.
Slay.
So she's slay. She's vibing. William Shakespeare, brought back from the dead.
Yes.
He's there.
He can probably start some drama.
No, true. We have Jaws the shark.
Okay.
So Jaws. He's there. He's gonna.
So is his name Jaws?
That's what I found when I googled it.
Oh, okay.
His name is Jaws.
Okay.
So, Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap.
Nicki.
I think Nicki would be great on reality TV.
Oh, she's made for it.
She hosted a Real Housewives reunion once.
Did she? That must have been.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
It was very good. And so at the beginning of the semester, earlier this semester, we did a Hunger Games simulator.
Yeah.
So I was like, we got to bring in a Hunger Games character. So we got
Okay.
Katniss Everdeen, the girl on fire.
Yeah.
She's here to
She's
compete.
not gonna have any of it.
No, and I feel like she's gonna be really good at the competition
No,
because she's
100%.
very athletic. Out of everyone we've mentioned so far, she's probably the most.
She's
athletic.
gonna be like the lone wolf that like makes it to the end.
She's gonna comp beast is a Big Brother term.
Oh,
And a comp beast. If you're a comp beast, it means you're really good at winning competitions.
Okay.
Which can be good and bad because it's good because you're getting a lot of power and you have a lot of control in the game because you're winning all the stuff, but it makes you a very big threat because people see you and they're like, you're always gonna beat me in the competition, so I have to get rid of you because you're so good. Next we have Lois Griffin.
Ah,
Peter.
Peter.
I feel like Lois is also like drama queen.
No one.
Like Lois is there
Did
to
you
create
hear
the
about
drama.
what she said about my shows?
Right, like she is gonna be there for the drama. Also, another drama queen, probably the queen of drama. No one has ever done it like her, Abby Lee Miller.
Oh,
From Dance Moms.
Abby Lee Miller.
Abby is gonna
Watch out.
fight people.
Watch out! Like if this goes like anywhere viral, she might show up to SUNY Fredonia.
That's what I'm saying.
Abby, if you hear
Abby
this,
needs to go on Celebrity Big Brother.
Stay away.
I need Abby Lee Miller on Celebrity Big Brother now. Next up, we have horror icon Jason Voorhees.
Horror
icon
Jason
Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
Nice.
Jason is another silent one. Him and Katniss, they either could team up and be a really strong like competition team, or they could be bitter rivals.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out.
I think Katniss would break first and be like, "Do you want to be on a team?" Just because Jason doesn't talk at all, and
that's the problem. Is his social game isn't going to be very good.
No,
because he can't talk. He doesn't talk to people.
He's going to be a comp beast.
Right. He'll be a comp. So yeah. So here's some terms. So we have comp beast.
Okay.
And then the 3 elements of Big Brother are your physical game, which is how well you are at winning competitions, your social game, which is how well liked you are, and then your strategy game, which is how well you are at like manipulating and kind of like positioning yourself to not go home.
Interesting.
And then there's phrases like comp beast, which means you're good at winning all the competitions. There's floater, which is someone who isn't necessarily aligned with anyone. They kind of float to wherever the power is.
Interesting.
And so they kind of play the field. And they're constant. You never can really trust them because you never really know who their allegiance is to.
Okay.
And there's a pawn star, which is someone who's constantly put up to go home but never does. They're always because they're not seen as a big threat. So people are like, we can kind of keep them around. They're not really going to do anything, and we can just kind of put them up there if we need someone to like be up for elimination. But they're never really going to go home.
Yeah.
You never want to be that. That's like the worst position to be. Most of the time.
Because one bad move and you're
gone.
home.
Yeah, because you're always at risk. But you always just get saved just to stick around. Next, we have Jack Black dressed up in his Bowser costume. So he's only in his Bowser costume. It's the only thing he wears. He brought no other clothes. He only wears the Bowser suit.
He's like, like they said that we were gonna wear them, and they didn't wear them, and
Yeah.
I'm too embarrassed. But that was the Drew Barrymore show, I think.
Yeah.
And she went out and she was like, "Where's
Or
Jack?"
Kelly Clarkson. I think it was Kelly Clarkson's show.
Kelly Clarkson has a talk show.
Yeah. It's actually kind of good. It's pretty funny.
That's crazy.
She's very funny. So.
Either way, the white woman that went up and was
Yeah.
like, "Jack, what's wrong?"
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Next up, we have M3gan. Megan.
Oh
The robot Megan. I like to call her M3gan
no,
because
that's how her name's spelled.
Yeah, yeah. And then the sequel is going to be called M4gan or Morgan. M4gan.
Morgan.
Yeah. Is the sequel.
Her social game. Her
That'd be really good.
Strategy game.
Really good.
Her physical game.
She's a robot, so her physical games. Megan's kind of a strong contender. Oh, so Dead Meat, you know, they do horror Survivor where they play Survivor with a bunch of horror characters, and they like theirs is a lot more like what do we think would happen, and they like discuss. And they had Megan on their last season, and she won because she won every single immunity challenge because she was a robot, so she was good at everything, and she was able to win the whole season. It was crazy. She just like steamrolled the whole game.
I
it
mean,
was wild.
100%. And I have a feeling. Well, this is more random chance, right?
Right. This is random.
generator.
So who knows?
Okay.
Who knows what's gonna happen? But
I think if we were in the basis of reality,
she would probably win.
100%.
Or Katniss, because I feel like Katniss could beat a robot.
100%.
She would find a way. Katniss is very
just kick her.
Yeah. Next up, we have the villain of the season, Elon Musk. We had to have an unlikable person in here. We needed to have someone to root against.
I hate him.
So Elon, I was like, he's probably like one of the most hated people ever. So next up, we have a large pepperoni pizza.
Oh.
I had to put the food in there. I always think the food
out.
is funny.
He's like, gonna get eaten.
Who doesn't love pizza? Social Game's gonna be great.
No, you're
Everyone
so right.
loves pizza.
Except for those weirdos who are like, I don't like
The pick-me's,
cheese.
the liars. The pick-me's were like, I don't really like pizza. You're lying, first of all. Stop trying to be different. To be like,
It's
I don't like
cheese,
pizza.
bread, and like
Shut up.
tomato.
Yeah, and you can put anything on it. You
Anything.
literally can put anything you want on it. And you don't even have to get marinara. If your problem is like, I don't like red sauce, you can get ranch. You can get
Yeah.
anything. And if you don't like cheese, they have cheeseless pizza. That is a thing. You just get sauce and topping. So you're lying. If you say you don't like pizza, you're lying. Next up, we have the Mischief Red Boots. Those are the big cartoony
Astro
boots.
Boy boots.
The Mischief is the brand.
It's gonna be a wild
card.
wild card.
No idea what they're thinking.
Yeah.
The next person, we also have no idea what they're thinking. Ferb from Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
The silent type. Another silent. Him and Jason. Never know. Him, Jason, and Red Boots. You're never going to know what they're thinking.
Ferb will come out and be like, "Oh, I'm British."
Oh, British. Ferb, bit of a mastermind, I feel like.
No, 100%.
He's
The
gonna
way
be a puppet
way
master.
he got Vanessa at the end,
He
played the long game.
And finally, our last house guest, the mother of all mothers.
Mother.
Meghan Trainor.
I am your mother.
I also needed just like, I just needed someone who I felt like would be very funny. I feel like she'd be weird to have in the house. She would just be very
100%.
silly.
She would make very uncomfortable situations.
She would. Okay. Let's start this thing.
All right.
Here we go.
Welcome to
Here we go.
the first Gay and Grossed Out Big Brother competition.
Big Brother Season 1.
Season 1.
So they play the head of household competition. The head of household will be safe from eviction, and they will have to pick 2 other people to put up for eviction. They'll have to nominate 2
I'm in the
people.
live studio audience.
Our very first HOH of the season is Katniss Everdeen. Comp Beast. We called it.
Comp Beast.
And she nominated
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Okay.
So the villain.
Right off the bat.
We all hate him.
That makes a lot of sense.
And Jack Black is Bowser.
No.
Now here's what I'm thinking Katniss is thinking. She wants Elon gone. And she knows Jack Black is very well beloved. So if she puts them up together, no one's going to vote for Jack.
No, 100%.
No one's going to vote for him to go out. But they'll all vote for Elon.
The pawn.
Yeah. So Jack
Black
is
is
the
the
pawn.
pawn.
Yeah. And Elon is the target. She's
The
trying to get
target.
Elon Musk out.
Get him out.
Those are some phrases. You're learning phrases.
I'm going to be
Target
so
is
ready
another
for when
phrase.
we do this.
Oh yeah, we have to mention this too. I'm forcing all of my friends to play a real life version of this on Friday. So we're kind of prepping. This is the prep.
I have
I
to
also
learn.
made a PowerPoint explaining how the game works
Oh,
to
really?
show before we actually
You
do it.
shouldn't. And you should just let me go in. Like,
And not tell
not
anyone else what's
the
happening,
rules.
but
Yeah.
tell
Georgia
you.
Georgia's watched it.
George has watched it, so she knows. Corinne, I've mentioned a few things. And Joey, I think, knows it by osmosis from being my boyfriend. I think he knows stuff just from me talking about it. Anyway, so Elon and Jack are on the block. That's another phrase.
The block.
It's the nomination
It's
block.
the chopping block.
Right. There's like multiple like phrases. It's like nomination block, chopping block, but everyone just calls it the block.
The block.
So now we're playing the veto competition. So Katniss, Elon, and Jack are playing because they're the HOH and the 2 nominees. And then 3 other people were chosen at random. So
Okay.
there's 6 people. And Pepperoni Pizza, Jason Voorhees, and Megan were chosen to play.
Interesting. Some hard hitters.
And the winner of the veto is Katniss.
Ooh.
I don't think she'll use it
No.
because she nominated these 2 people. It would be,
100%.
so with the veto, I also have to explain this. With the veto, the winner of it can choose whether to keep the 2 people nominated, or use the veto to remove one of them, causing the HOH, the head of household, to nominate a new person. So if Katniss uses it, she'd have to pick a new person to go up.
Which is a little stupid.
Because now she's going to piss off another person or make another person mad.
100%.
So she has decided not to use it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So Jack Black and Elon Musk are remaining on the block.
Okay.
Now we're on to the votes.
Mm.
In a vote of 8 to 5.
Oh my god.
So one of them received 8 and one of them received 5.
I'm really scared.
Elon Musk, you've been evicted from the Big Brother
Thank
house.
God.
So the votes for Elon were Grinch, Strawberry Shortcake, Jaws, Abby Lee Miller, Megan, Pepperoni Pizza, Red Boots, and Ferb. And the votes for Jack Black were William Shakespeare, Nicki Minaj, Lois Griffin, Jason Voorhees, and Megan Trainor.
See, I feel like that the people who voted for Jack Black are trying to play the long game. Because going up against Elon Musk is probably going to be easy because he's a frail little man
Right.
who has no backbone
And no one likes.
and no one likes. So it'll
But Jack Black, everybody likes.
everyone likes, and he is a god among men. So
Week
you
2.
know,
We're going into week
week
2.
two.
Elon Musk is our first boot, as he deserves. Megan Trainor is the new head of household.
Ooh, I am your mother.
She said that. It was a mother competition. That's how she
and
won.
she mothered
And
the
she mothered.
hardest.
She nominated the Grinch and Megan.
No.
So Megan is a gag because she's kind of a threat. So
No,
so Megan.
100%.
Oh, Megan. I just realized there's 2 Megans, which is very
okay.
Big Brother. They love to put 2 people in who have the same name.
She was like, there can only be one.
Right. So that's
And
she's
I
like,
am your mother.
yeah. She said, I am
You
mother.
listen to me.
You are Megan. You will be gone. And then the Grinch. What is her thought process behind the? He's probably just annoying, honestly.
He eats glass.
Right.
I think that
He's
might
probably
just be
he
an issue.
yells a lot and he talks to
does.
himself.
No,
So he's probably just really annoying to
crazy.
live with. He's probably just
100%.
weird. Okay. Veto competition. Nicki Minaj, Jaws, and Ferb were chosen to play in the veto.
Okay.
And the winner is the Grinch.
Oh,
So he's obviously going to use it on himself.
100%. Smart move. Smart move.
So Grinch uses the veto on himself. So Megan Trainor needs to nominate a replacement.
Okay.
And she names Red Boots. She probably doesn't know what they're thinking.
No, she's looking
like,
at
they're
them
kind
and
of
she's like,
shady.
are those plastic?
Yeah. She's
Or
like,
are they
"What?
like
fabric?
like
What are those?
rubber?
Right. Like what are they? Look like rubber to me.
I think they look
They
like
look like rain
rubber.
boots, like rubber rain boots.
I think they're more of a matte on the outside, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like very smooth, rubbery plastic.
Here are the votes.
Okay.
In a vote of 8 to 4,
Okay.
Megan, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. They got out a big threat early.
No,
Honestly,
they did.
Great move by the house.
100%.
Like, you need to get out that big threat because once Megan starts winning those comps, she's going to just keep winning. So they got to get her out before she even gets the chance.
That was a smart move.
Good move. Good move. Good move. I respect it. You know, I'm disappointed because I love Megan and I was low key rooting
Oh,
for her.
100%.
So disappointed, but like smart move. I totally get why they did that. And it was a good idea, I think. In the long
yeah.
run, it'll be a good
I'm
idea.
happy I didn't put any money on her.
Yeah. Well, I knew going in she was going to be one of the big names that people were probably going to be like, we got to get her out soon, you know?
No, 100%.
Next up, week 3. Ferb is the head of household.
Yes!
Wild card. Don't know what he's thinking. Don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have any enemies yet.
He got green hair.
He's got green hair. He's very quiet. He's British. He has a brother named
He has a
Phineas.
Huge honker.
Inventor. Very smart. Very, very smart.
Is Ferb the inventor?
I mean,
I
they kind
feel-
of both do. I feel like Phineas is more like idea guy, and
Yeah.
Ferb is the one who actually like makes it.
He
But
carries
Phineas-
it on his back.
Yeah, but without Phineas, I don't know how well it would work. Because Phineas is probably also the like physics guy. Like he's the guy who knows
True.
how to make it work, and Ferb is the guy who actually creates it.
That is so true.
So they're a team. You can't separate them. They work together.
That is so true.
Okay. Ferb has nominated William Shakespeare.
Bill.
I feel like William is probably a threat to Ferb's intelligence. So that's why he's like,
100%.
gotta get you out. And Jason Voorhees, so the other silent guy.
Ooh.
So Ferb's probably like, I don't know what you're thinking.
Because you know what? Ferb has the eloquence of William Shakespeare. And I'll say it.
Mhm.
And also the silent stature of Jason Voorhees. So
Mhm.
100%. This is such a good like computer program.
I know. It's all random. So I think
know.
we're just lucking out on like who's getting picked. Yeah, but I think these are two people who do the same stuff that Ferb does, and that's why he wants them out, because he's like, you guys are good at what I do.
Because then I think that whoever's gonna go out,
Mm-hmm.
he'll play the game of that they were. Like if Jason Voorhees, then he's now the new Silent.
Right.
But
and if he gets out
Willie-
William, he's the smart one.
Willie is out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Grinch, Abby Lee, and Jaws were picked in the veto.
Oh.
And the winner of the veto is the Grinch again, 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh.
Grinch. And the Grinch has decided not to use the veto again. So it's William and Jason. So far, the veto has not gotten used. Well, it got used on the
You got
Grinch
used the Grinch.
when he won it for himself. But so he probably didn't want to make waves.
No,
He probably didn't want to make waves.
Save this for later.
Right. He was like, you know what? Like, maybe I don't want to make too many people mad. I don't want to come off as too much of a threat. So I'm just going to leave him up there. That's all good. In a vote of 6-5. So
Whoa,
1 vote
okay.
difference. Very close. Jason Voorhees has been evicted. I think that was a good move.
100%.
I really do. Because again,
'Cause
another physical threat.
100%.
He's very strong.
And I don't think Ferb could keep up the smart game for long. I think he would get tired.
And I think in a battle of strength, Jason beats Ferb,
100%.
which is a problem for Ferb, because he's like, we both are very silent and we both keep our cards very close to our chest, but you're tougher than me.
100%.
And that could be. And I also don't think Jason is someone who's going to make alliances. So I feel like he didn't have anyone riding with him.
100%.
You know? So he didn't have anyone to
Maybe
save
if
him.
he became buddy-buddy with the Grinch, but I guess we'll never know.
Right, because he's gone. All right.
Evicted.
Week 4. Another wild card is winning HOH. Pepperoni Pizza has won
Whoa.
HOH.
I was
That's
expecting
crazy.
Katniss, like, honestly, to do a sweep.
So the pizza
Okay.
has nominated William Shakespeare.
Oh.
So from last week, he's probably like, you know what? He already was on the block last week. I'll just put him back up. He's already been on. So
Yeah.
Not make too many people mad. And Katniss.
No. Oh, my God.
Pepperoni Pizza's making
pizza.
big moves.
No, seriously.
Whew, this is scary for Katniss. Okay, so Lois, Jaws, and Jack Black were picked to play in the veto as well.
Okay.
And Jack Black has won the veto. This is bad for Katniss because she nominated him
No.
week 1. So he might not use it on her. And if she goes home, another heavy hitter gone in the. These people are not playing. This cast is
It's
not
no.
playing. They're like, we are getting
This is
out
the most
threats.
interesting season.
Because this never happens. Like I'm telling you, they never get out the big threats early. On most regular actual
Yeah.
seasons, the big threats always make it all the way to the end because people are too scared. They're too scared to go after them. Because like if they get off the block or they stay in the house, now they're coming after you.
Mm-hmm.
So Jack Black does not use the veto. Oh wait, yeah, he does not use the veto
Okay.
on Katniss or William Shakespeare. In a vote of 5-5. So
Oh
we
my-
have a tie.
What happens?
So that means the HOH pepperoni pizza
Oh, my God.
is the deciding vote.
No.
They get to pick who goes. And the pizza picks William Shakespeare.
Yeah!
Okay, here's what I will say about this.
Okay.
Pepperoni pizza, you made a mistake.
100%.
You made a mistake. You should have
Huge
gotten rid of
mistake.
Katniss. You should have gotten rid of Katniss. And I think if Katniss wins the next HOH, she is coming after pepperoni pizza.
She's like, I'm starving.
She's like, I'm starving and you look so good right now, and I'm about to eat you up. Okay. Next week. So this is a very interesting. So far, Elon Musk, Meghan, Jason Voorhees, and William Shakespeare have been evicted so far.
That's crazy.
Is that who you thought would be
No.
out early?
No way. I thought Elon Musk was going to make it a little bit
Yeah.
because of, like, the notoriety.
Right.
He's topical.
Yeah, very much so. Okay. Meghan Trainor has won head of household again.
Megan, another mothering
Another
contest.
mothering contest. And she nominated Red Boots and Grinch, which were people she nominated the first time. So that makes sense.
Okay.
She's trying to finish what she
Well,
started.
you know what? Can't the Grinch be like, actually?
Well, no, because the veto only works the week you win it.
Oh, really?
So you either use it or you choose not to. And if you choose not to, that's it.
Oh, I thought it, like, built up.
No.
Oh.
So you have to win it, and that's when you pick, do you use it or do you not? And that's it. And then the next week, a new veto is in play.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the veto only works the week you win it.
Thank God I learned that.
Oh, yeah, that would have been bad if later you're like, I want to use my veto I won 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, no. Like, you can't. I'm going to be like, no.
Who do you think you are?
But yeah, like, what? No. Yeah, so it's week by week.
Oh, my God.
Okay, we have the new veto competition. Nicki Minaj, Katniss, and Ferb were picked to play.
Okay.
And Red Boots wins.
Oh.
And this is special. I added a little twist to this. So they won a special kind of veto. So the normal
Oh.
veto is called the Golden Power veto. That's the normal veto. But people
Okay.
just call it the POV. whatever, power veto, the veto, whatever. There's nicknames. But this week, it got upgraded to the diamond power veto. And how the diamond works is if it gets used, instead of the HOH picking the replacement, the winner of the veto picks the replacement. So Red Boots is on the block. They're going to use it on themselves. And instead of Megan Trainor picking the replacement, Red Boots is picking the replacement.
No.
So they're saving themselves and picking who goes up in their place. It's a lot of power. And Red Boots won it. So Red Boots decided to use it on themselves, obviously. And in their place, they've chosen Nicki Minaj.
No. She's been quiet.
She has been quiet. So I wonder if maybe Red Boots is trying to put up a pawn to get rid of the Grinch. Because maybe they're like, the Grinch has won 2 vetoes. Yeah. The Grinch is a bit of a threat.
100%.
Okay. Here are the votes. Ooh. A vote of 1 to 8.
Oh my God.
So it's like almost unanimous. Lois Griffin was the only person who was not in the majority. So I don't think she knows what's going on. I feel like she's out of the loop a little bit. Everyone else has agreed, but Lois is like, no idea.
Peter, the horse is here.
Nicki Minaj has been evicted.
No way.
Yeah.
So only Lois voted for the Grinch.
I feel like what happened is the people who did not vote for the Grinch, I think their thought process was, you know what? The Grinch is building up his threat level. If we keep him around, he will get targeted before any of us do.
So true.
People are going to go after the Grinch before they go after us. So we need to keep him in here as a target.
Agreed.
I think because Nicki hasn't done anything.
She hasn't done anything.
So this is an instance, again, where a pawn went home. This is why you don't want to be a pawn like Nicki. Because I'm sure Nicki went into this eviction feeling good. She was like, they're all going to vote for the Grinch. He's a way bigger threat than me. I'm good. But because of inner workings behind the scenes that she didn't know about, it sent her home. And she got blindsided.
Nicki.
Queen of rap.
Oh, my Barbs.
So these people that have been eliminated so far, they form our pre-jury. So these 5 people, Elon, Megan, Jason, William Shakespeare, and Nicki, will not be on our jury. Starting from this point forward, everyone who gets evicted will form a jury. And at the end of the game, when we have a final 2, that jury will vote for who they want to win this season over between the final 2 people.
Whoa.
So we're in the jury phase of the game now.
Oh, my God.
So everyone from this point forward is going to be deciding the winner.
Oh.
So you don't want to make them too mad. You want to get them out, but you don't want to make them too mad or we're not going to vote for you if you make it all the way to the end. So it's a balance.
Oh, my God.
You got to be strategic, but you also got to be likable enough.
This is crazy. This is
it's
like
a lot of things to
this is like a psychology experiment.
You got to be very, very
Did they do human subjects training before this?
No.
Oh, no.
No. This is like the Stanford prison experiment, but like no one dies. You know?
Yeah.
But like everyone gets to live at the end.
Maybe, if you're
Well,
lucky.
You don't make CBS mad. You don't make the big execs at CBS mad. All right. Abby Lee Miller has won head of household.
Abby!
The chaos. Okay, the women are kind of slaying the competitions.
100%.
I'm going to be real. The women are kind of slaying. Abby has decided to nominate Katniss and Jaws the shark.
Whoa.
So Abby's coming after Katniss too.
Yeah.
Abby recognizes game. Abby's like, Katniss has gotta go. You know what? Jaws can't dance. So Abby's probably like, get out of here. She's trying to teach everyone choreo in the house, and the Jaws ain't learning. He's a vicious shark.
Empty chair, do a solo.
Empty chair, do a solo. Okay, the veto. Jack Black, Megan Trainor, Red Boots have been picked. And the winner is Red Boots.
Ooh, again.
Again, 2nd week in a row.
Red Boots.
Come on, Red Boots.
Boots the house down. Red Boots.
Shut up. Let's see what Red Boots has decided. They're going to use the veto on Jaws. So Abby has nominated, in Jaws' place, Strawberry Shortcake.
Whoa.
So we have Strawberry Shortcake
who's just been
versus Katniss.
This is crazy.
So again, we could have an instance where Strawberry Shortcake is the pawn to send Katniss home, or it'll flip and people will keep Katniss around because she's a target.
That's crazy.
But that's a risk because if Katniss starts winning stuff.
I want a tally of how many times I've said, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Here are the votes.
I don't know what else I can say.
5-3.
Oh.
Katniss has been evicted.
No!
They were too scared of her.
Abby.
But she is our first juror. So she's at least made it onto the jury. That's pretty good.
True.
She was able to escape pre-jury.
True.
So that's good. Crazy. Poor Katniss. Robbed. Katniss was robbed. Katniss was robbed. The Grinch has won head of household. They might have made a
This is
mistake not getting rid of the Grinch.
crazy.
I'm gonna be so real right now. The Grinch might have
The
Grinch.
The Grinch is gonna wreak havoc.
He is nominated Megan Trainor,
Oh,
who is the
makes
person who
sense.
nominated him twice.
Makes
Both
sense.
times she was HOH, so it makes sense. He's trying to get revenge. And Lois Griffin,
Lois,
who was the only
one
person.
that voted for him.
I'm because here's the thing: the votes are anonymous, so you don't know who voted for
Oh.
who. But I'm sure if everyone else voted not for the Grinch, they probably were like, "We all voted for him."
Yeah.
And Lois was probably like, "I didn't." Like she probably just was like, "I didn't vote for you." Well,
Yeah.
I did vote for you, so I'm sorry. Like I did. So and then once he found that out, he was like, "All right, I gotta put you up. I can't trust you."
Put you on my list.
Yeah. All right. Power of veto. Jaws, Strawberry Shortcake, Red Boots have been chosen. Red Boots.
Red Boots again is like
Mm-hmm.
it must be a fan favorite.
Yeah. Well, they're chosen by random to play.
Sure
in the veto.
they
It's
are.
random draw. Well, random.
Sure.
Who knows how random it
Red
is?
Boots
but
are in there like 30 times.
there have been people who've never played in a veto until the point came in the season where they had to. Because once they get down to the final 6, it's like everyone plays.
Oh.
There have been some people who like never have gotten drawn. Like they go through the whole season and their name just never gets picked. So it's chance. So there's a chance you might never get picked or you'll always be getting picked. Like Lois Griffin has won the veto.
Lois.
So she's going to use it on herself.
Obviously.
Obviously. It would be dumb not to.
Peter, I have the veto.
Peter, I want the power of veto. She uses it on herself. So the Grinch needs to name a replacement, and he names Abby Lee Miller. Megan Trainor versus Abby Lee Miller. 2 women who have won HOH. 2 previous HOHs.
This is insane.
You're trying to come up with a new word than
No.
crazy? You're trying to think of a different way?
That-
instead of, that's crazy.
'Cause it is.
It is crazy. That's why this show is so good. And the simulator's good
Just
too.
keeps going.
All right, let's see the votes. In a vote, 3-4.
Oh.
Difference of 1 vote. Megan Trainor has been evicted. Mother has been evicted.
You are not my mother.
She won HOH twice.
I won't listen to you.
She had too much power.
No, so true.
She won HOH
mothered
twice.
Too close
She
to
mothered-
the sun.
Very true. She mothered too hard. Her mother power was off the scale. They had to get rid of her.
She was too mother.
She was too mother. Red Boots is one head of household.
Yeah! Honestly,
Okay, Red Boots.
I love Red Boots.
Red Boots is nominated Ferb and Lois Griffin.
No.
They were like, Ferb, don't know what you're thinking. Too quiet.
Lois?
Don't trust you. Lois, kind of a sleigh. They're like, Lois, you might be the pawn, Lois.
think.
Maybe. Jack Black, The Grinch, and Jaws have all been picked to play in the veto.
Okay.
And the winner of the veto is Lois Griffin again.
Lois.
Saving herself from the block.
She's really like coming up.
She's gonna have lone wolf in it.
No, 100%.
She's like, I will save me. Thank you very much. I will win the veto and save
I had
myself.
to. I can't do a Lois for that much.
I had to save myself, Peter. Red Boots is named Jack Black as Bowser as the replacement. So
Oh
it's
my God.
Ferb versus Jack Black.
No, my 2 favorite people.
Let's go to the votes.
I'm so scared.
And we have a tie. 3-3.
No.
So Red Boots
Red
is choosing
Boots.
who goes home. Ferb or Jack Black.
I think Red Boots is gonna choose Jack Black.
I think it's gonna be Ferb. I haven't looked yet, so I don't know. what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
I think it's gonna be Ferb because he put Ferb up initially in like the original nominations. Jack was a replacement. So I feel like with
True.
Jack, it's like I had to put you up because the veto got used. But with Ferb, it's like you've always been up here.
True.
So unless here's another term for you. Unless Red Boots is trying to plan a back door,
back
which is where
door.
the replacement is so what they do is they initially put up 2 people with the hopes the veto will get used. So then they can pick someone else who did not get to play in the veto to get nominated. So they don't even get a chance to play. Because here's the thing. If you nominate someone, they're guaranteed to play in the veto, which gives them a chance of winning it and taking themselves off.
I see.
But if you want to ensure that someone, or at least try to ensure, that someone doesn't even get the chance to play in the veto, you can intentionally not put them up. This is like a big brain move. This is like a move people try to do all the time, and it doesn't always work.
Because there's no guarantee that the veto will be.
And there's no
used.
guarantee that they won't get picked to play in the veto. Because if then they get picked to play in the veto, then the whole plan falls apart.
100%.
Anyway, so unless Red Boots is trying to backdoor
Wow.
Jack Black, it should be Ferb, I think. Red Boots has decided to evict Ferb.
Okay.
So it was not a backdoor. Jack Black was good.
And then you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah, his social game is really good. So, okay. Abby Lee Miller, head of household.
Abby.
She's probably
Back
coming
at
after.
it.
Who nominated her? Grinch?
I
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grinch and
So-
Megan Trainor.
She's probably well.
No,
Megan Trainor's
no,
gone.
I'm sorry.
so-
I mean, like, the Grinch nominated
yeah,
her and Megan Trainor.
Yeah. So she nominates the Grinch.
Okay,
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
She's trying to get revenge. And Strawberry Shortcake. I'm assuming Strawberry Shortcake's probably a pawn. She's probably pretty well liked.
I
Ooh.
swallowed a speck of dust.
Oh no. Are you good?
Yeah.
You have some water?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so I think Strawberry Shortcake is probably a pawn. She hasn't really done anything to like become a target. She hasn't won any competitions, so I feel like she's probably
She's
good.
just there for the ride.
She's there for the vibes. Jaws, Lois Griffin, and Jack Black have been chosen to play in the veto.
Okay.
And Abby wins. She's the HOH.
Oh.
So I don't think she'll use it
No.
unless she's planning a back door,
Which would be crazy.
which would be crazy. We'll see. Abby has decided not to use the
Okay.
veto. So I feel like the Grinch is the target and Strawberry
agree.
Shortcake is the pawn.
I agree.
Are we going to lose the Grinch? Are we going to lose another big threat? These people do not play. They're like, if you
No.
win a competition, we are coming for you.
You're
like,
done. We're only gonna have the people who literally haven't spoken.
who don't win
Yep.
anything. Vote of 3-2. Another one vote. This house is very
Mm.
split right now. It's
No,
very like
100%.
in a vote of 3-2. The Grinch has been evicted from the house.
No!
Another big threat.
So okay, who do we have on the jury right now? We have Katniss.
We have Katniss, Megan Trainor, Ferb, and the Grinch.
That's crazy.
Here's our stats going
Okay.
into final 7. We're at final 7. Strawberry Shortcake. She's been nominated twice, has not won any competitions. Jaws the Shark has been nominated once, has not won any competitions. Lois Griffin has been nominated twice and has won the veto twice. And the thing to note about that is both vetoes were the week she was nominated. So she pulled herself off the block twice with her own veto, which is very impressive. Abby Lee Miller has won 2 HOHs, 1 veto, and 1 has been nominated once.
Dang.
Jack Black has won a veto, nominated twice. Pepperoni Pizza has won 1 HOH, never been nominated. Pepperoni Pizza is the
Everyone
only person
loves
up to
pepperoni
never
pizza.
be nominated. Red Boots has won 1 HOH, won 2 vetoes, nominated twice. Red Boots has won HOH again.
Whoa.
Nominated Lois Griffin, Jack Black.
Interesting.
Winner of the veto.
Okay.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh, so because they're all competing now.
Well, everybody actually no. Abby Lee, and Jaws were picked.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think who wasn't? Someone wasn't.
That's
picked.
okay.
One person sat out. I don't know
Okay.
who it was though. Strawberry Shortcake has decided to use the power of veto on Lois Griffin.
No.
Lois escapes the block again.
Again.
So that means Abby has to. Oh no, not Abby. Red Boots has to name a replacement to sit next to Jack Black on the block, and they pick Pepperoni Pizza.
No.
The only person not to be nominated has finally.
Wait,
Everyone has been on the block at least once. Here we go. Jack Black v Pepperoni Pizza. Battle of the
This is-
social games.
no.
2 very well liked people are about to face
Oh
off
my God, what? I can't. What's gonna happen?
in a vote of 3-1. Abby Lee is the
Oh.
only one who did not vote with the majority.
Wow.
Jack Black has been evicted.
No!
Pepperoni Pizza just had a slightly better social game. More people liked Pepperoni Pizza. It actually gives me reasons as to why people voted. Strawberry Shortcake voted for Jack Black because he is popular among her enemies. Like he's well liked by her
Okay.
enemies, so she wants to
yeah.
get rid of him. So yeah. Jaws, same reason. Popular
Okay.
among my enemies. Lois Griffin is enemies with Jack Black. So Lois Griffin and Jack Black did not get along.
Oh.
And Abby Lee is closer to Pepperoni Pizza than she is to Jack Black,
Interesting.
which I feel like makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Final 6. Here we go.
Bum, bum, bum.
Jaws has won HOH.
Whoa, this is the first time Jaws has, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Jaws has nominated Pepperoni Pizza and Abby.
Whoa.
Pepperoni Pizza
Oh.
and Abby.
Wow.
Everyone plays in veto because we're at final 6. And Strawberry Shortcake wins again.
Oh my strawberry.
She's kind of coming out of nowhere. She might be a dark horse.
No.
She might be a surprise, like, sleeper hit.
That'd be crazy.
Strawberry Shortcake has decided not to use the veto. So she's leaving Pizza and Abby Lee
Let's
go to the votes.
Leaving them out to dry.
in a vote of 1-2. Pepperoni pizza has been evicted.
No.
So Abby Lee's staying.
Wow.
You know what? Here's the thought process I think they're doing. Abby Lee is probably not very well liked. She's probably fought with a lot of people.
Yeah.
She's probably caused a lot of drama. So their thought process is, if I carry her to final 2, I'm going to win. Because no one likes her. They're not going to vote for her to win. They're going to vote for me. So I feel like that's why people are keeping her around, even though she's winning competitions. She won 3.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the thought process. At least that's what I would be thinking if I was in the house with Abby Lee. Okay.
If I were in the situation with red boots and pepperoni pizza.
Right, and Lois Griffin. This is what I would do.
And
like
Ferb.
And Ferb. Well, he's gone, so.
No, so true.
Lois Griffin has won her first head of household.
Yes, Lois. Peter, I
want
won
Lois
head
to
of
win.
household.
That means she got a letter from Peter. Because when you win head of household, you get a letter from home. She probably got her letter from Peter. She's like, it's from my husband, Peter. It was probably something stupid. Like,
it was probably just like
Lois, when are you coming home to wash the dishes? The dishes have not been washed since you left. The kids are all dead.
Brian got ran over.
Brian got ran over. All the kids are dead. I forgot to feed them.
Stewie is somehow fully grown.
Yeah, Stewie's an adult now. I don't know. Lois is nominated Strawberry Shortcake and Red Boots.
No, wait. So
2 threats.
Wow.
I think 2 people Lois sees as threats.
Because Strawberry Shortcake viewed her as no.
Strawberry Shortcake used the veto on her. So I don't know what the play is there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had a falling out. Maybe they had a falling out. Or maybe it's a trick. Maybe she's using Strawberry as a pawn. Because she's like, look, girl, you're not going to go home. That's why I got to put you up. Because I know. And
that.
maybe Red Boots is the target. Because Red Boots, I think nominated Lotus, both HOHs Red Boots had. Lois was one of the nominees. So Lois might be trying to gun after Red Boots for revenge.
Let's see.
Veto. Strawberry Shortcake wins. Again, her 3rd veto.
She's going to use it on herself.
Uses it on herself. Lois has to name a replacement, and she names Jaws.
Oh.
Jaws versus Red Boots.
I think Jaws is going home. But
you do? Red Boots is a threat.
I think Red Boots is a huge threat.
Yeah.
Who's voting?
Abby and Strawberry.
So it's only 2?
Mm-hmm. So it's either going to be 1-1 tie, or they're both going to agree.
I really think they're going to send Boots home, even though I don't want it to happen.
Okay. We have a 1-1 split.
No. Ugh.
So it's 1-1. Lois gets to choose. I think it's Red Boots.
I 100%.
She has nominated. Yep. Red Boots. You've been evicted.
Thank you, Red Boots. Lois might win this.
Robbed. Red Boots was robbed.
Red Boots was robbed.
We've had a lot of robbed people.
No, 100%.
Here. Megan,
Katniss.
Jason, Katniss, Grinch, Ferb,
Rob.
Megan Trainor, Red Boots, like lots of robbed.
Oh,
when
you
queens.
said Megan, I assumed.
Oh, like Megan Trainor. Well, both Megans.
Mother.
Honestly.
Sorry.
Okay, final 4. Strawberry Shortcake, Jaws the Shark, Lois Griffin, Abby Lee Miller. That is our final 4.
Not who I would have.
Me either.
No.
Honestly impressed. Very impressed. Strawberry Shortcake is one head of household. She's probably coming after Lois.
No,
She's like, Lois, you nominated
You're
me.
done. You're done, Lois.
Lois Griffin
Lois,
and Abby
the
Lee
horse
Miller.
is here.
Lois Griffin and Abby Lee Miller.
No.
Veto. So here's the thing.
Okay.
If Strawberry wins it, probably leaving it the same. Because she put them both up.
Okay.
If Lois wins it, using it on herself. If Abby wins it, using it on herself. If Jaws wins it, here's the thing. This has never happened in a Final Four where the 4th person, who's neither the HOH nor the nominees, has ever won it and used it.
Because that's stupid, because they're the only other person that can.
Right. Because typically the veto protects you from being nominated if you win it. So if you win it and you use it, you can't go up because you won the veto.
Oh.
But in this situation, we don't know what would happen if he did use it. I feel like it's just you can't. Because like you're safe, so no one can go up. So anyway. So if Jaws wins it, it's not getting used. So the only way Lois or Abby could come off is if they win it themselves, and Jaws would have to go up because he's the only person
Lois
left.
has a history, though, of winning vetoes.
Here we go. The winner of the veto is Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh, so okay.
She's probably not going to use it.
No.
I don't think. Unless she's trying to get
That
rid
would
of
be
Jaws.
crazy.
That would be crazy. She's decided not to use it. Lois v. Abby. Jaws is voting. He's the only vote. Who do we think he's trying to get rid of?
Is Jaws friends with Strawberry Shortcake?
It doesn't tell me that.
Then I think Jaws is gonna get rid of Lois.
Okay. By unanimous vote. It's one vote, so it's not unanimous. So it is unanimous, I guess. It's one vote. So Abby Lee Miller, you have been evicted from the house.
No. So it's Jaws, Strawberry Shortcake, and Lois Griffin.
Is our final 3. So now how this is going to work is they're going to play in a 3-part head of household competition. All 3 of them are going to fight it out in part 1. The winner of part 1 automatically moves on to part 3.
Yeah.
Part 2 is the 2 losers who did not win part 1 facing head to head. Winner of part 2 goes to part 3 to face off against the winner of part 1.
Got it.
That makes sense. The 2 people compete in part 3. Whoever wins becomes the final head of household of the season. They cast the sole vote to evict 3rd place, and then they take the other person to final 2 with them. That's how this works.
Okay.
It's a lot of power. This final HOH is a lot of power because you're basically deciding who you're going to be up against with the jury. So you want to take the person the jury does not like. And between Jaws and Lois,
you got to take Lois with you.
she's won more, and she's made more people mad.
100%.
Jaws hasn't really done much.
Jaws
She's
has
kinda
been, yeah.
But which you could also take that angle if you feel confident. Take Jaws and say, I have done way more. I have competed. I have won competitions. I have tried to win. I fought my way. Jaws did nothing. He quite literally surfed his way to the end. He quite literally just coasted.
He said, hang 10.
Winner of part 1, Jaws.
Whoa.
So Jaws is going to part 3.
I can't believe this.
Strawberry Shortcake versus Lois for part 2.
Okay.
Winner of part 2, Lois. Strawberry Shortcake might be out.
I 100%.
If Lois wins this final HOH by Strawberry Shortcake, Lois is voting you out.
But the drama of Lois versus Strawberry Shortcake
in the final 2.
Yeah.
2 rivals.
No, seriously.
Could be
From
fun.
the beginning, it
Could be
seems
fun.
like.
The winner of part 3, our final head of household, guaranteed final 2, guaranteed runner-up. They'll at least be runner-up, maybe winner. Jaws.
I knew it.
This is hard. I don't know what Jaws is gonna do.
Jaws literally came out of nowhere.
If Jaws gets rid of Lois, Jaws could win the season. If Jaws If Jaws gets rid of Lois, Strawberry Shortcake is winning.
100%.
I think over Jaws.
Yeah.
If Jaws gets rid of Strawberry Shortcake, Jaws
is
winning.
winning. Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah. Jaws has voted to evict Strawberry Shortcake. So it's Jaws Lois final 2. I think Jaws is gonna win.
I think Jaws is gonna win, which is a crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I did not expect that.
I mean, I guess in a house full of big people all taking swings at each other, he was able to just ride the middle, never be the biggest threat, but be able to win the competitions he needed to win to get to the end.
True.
Which is honestly a very good place to be. Here we go. Jury votes. Jury vote of 4 to 5.
Okay, wait. So who's on the jury?
We have Katniss Everdeen. Katniss Everdeen, Ferb, The Grinch, Jack Black as Bowser, Meghan Trainor, Pepperoni Pizza, Mischief Red Boots, and Abby Lee. That should be 9, if I did that right.
I lost
Yeah,
count.
it's 9.
Okay.
Either way, it's 9 people. By a vote of 5 to 4.
Oh, wow.
So a difference of one vote.
That's like cutting it close.
Congratulations, Lois Griffin!
No, Peter, I won Big Brother.
You know what I think happens? Because here's what happens. When the jury happens, they first get asked questions.
Okay.
The jury asks the final 2 questions based on like different things. And then the final 2 give speeches on why they think they should win. And then the final votes are cast, and then the winner is picked. I think Lois destroyed those speeches at the end.
She was like, members of the jury,
I have fought my way to the end. From day 1, I was a target. Everyone was coming after me. They wanted me out of this house, but I won my way out.
All I wanted was my peanut.
I wanted to win this for my family, and so I fought my way.
Name them.
My husband, Peter, my kids, Chris and Stewie, and also I have another one named Meg, but we don't like her, and my dog, Brian. I fought my way for my family, and I got here.
Why did I become British for a second?
And I got here.
It's a hard voice to do.
Very hard.
I don't know how I'm doing it right now. It's very difficult.
And I wanted to win my way to the end.
And then Jaws went, ah. And then they were like, huh? Yeah, they were like, what? And they found Lois.
Jaws ate strawberry shortcake, so we were like,
And the
yeah,
pizza.
and the pizza.
Okay, here are how the votes shook out.
Okay.
Specifics. So the votes for Jaws were the Grinch, which I feel like creature to creature. He probably was like, you know what? We have a bond.
Creature to creature.
Katniss, which I was kind of interested. Katniss voted for Shark to win.
Just wanted to see Lois burn.
Yeah. Abby voted for Jaws to win. She also probably related.
Yeah.
She was like, we're both bloodthirsty animals. So she probably related to Jaws
That
a
was
lot.
really good
Thank
one.
you. And Ferb voted for Jaws.
I think he just liked sharks.
Yeah, he's probably just like, sharks are just cool. And then the votes for Lois were Strawberry, which is interesting because they were rivals.
Wow.
You know what? Strawberry probably respected her.
No, 100%.
She's like, I respect you because
they came for
you beat
full
me.
circle.
Yeah, she's like, you know what,
You beat
Lois,
me at my own game.
you beat me in my own game. You were better than me, so I have to vote for you to win. Game recognizes game, I think. And also, I think she was probably a little bitter because her and Jaws are probably pretty close. And she probably was planning on taking Jaws to the final two, but he cut her.
Yeah.
So she's probably a little bitter. And was like, you know what, Jaws, I'm not giving you my vote. Jack Black as Bowser voted for Lois. I think her story about her family got to
it won
him.
him over.
And he was like, you know what? I think going into it, he probably was voting for Jaws. But then after the speeches.
Also, that costume smells horrible now.
Oh, he's been wearing it for months. He's been wearing it only for months. Because also when you're pre-jury, you get to go home and watch the season from home. But if you get into the jury, you have to go into the jury house. So you're continuing to be sequestered.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he has been in that costume in the jury house, away from his family in that Bowser suit. Pepperoni Pizza voted for Lois. Don't know why. And Mischief Red Boots also voted for Lois. Don't know why. And Megan Trainor, Mother. Mother recognizes Mother.
Game recognizes game.
Mother recognizes Mother. And that's our season. Congrats, Lois Griffin.
Lois Griffin.
She's our first ever winner.
Peter, I want
Who was our first winner of Survivor? Or not Survivor, Hunger Games. Who won Hunger Games? Danny DeVito.
You're so right.
Danny DeVito and Lois Griffin.
That is a power couple.
We should do Survivor next.
Well, that leads into the thing of next week is kind of our last show.
Do we end it with Survivor?
We could.
Unless you have something else planned.
I was gonna do maybe a look back at our best moments, but that's might be stupid and hard to do.
Okay, we could do Survivor. There's a simulator for that too.
No, okay,
If you want.
The only thing, Markiplier's gotta be on it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, he'll be a returnee from Hunger. He was on Hunger Games.
Yeah,
he'll come back. He's our all-star.
That's my only.
We can make it an all-star cast. I just take our cast from Hunger Games and our cast from
Yes!
this.
Oh my god!
And I just
because
blend
everyone
it and
has
make it an
become,
all-stars.
Everyone has become so attached to the
Yeah.
Swiffer Wet Jet,
Swiffer
pepperoni
Wet Jet,
pizza,
BTS,
Red Boots.
Red Boots.
If Red Boots doesn't come back, then I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'll have to listen to our Hunger Games episode to remember everybody who was on it. I have a picture
Perfect
on our Instagram because I posted the picture of the final. Let me take a picture of this final as well. Actually, no, I think this one I can remember because it'll only be like a week after it happens. So I think this one I'll be able to remember a lot easier because Hunger Games was weeks ago.
Yeah.
And also Hunger Games had way more people in it. This is only
Yeah.
16. Hunger Games had 24. So
I feel like Hunger Games went by faster though, because you got out multiple at once.
yeah, this one it was one by one, so it took a little bit longer.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you. We're 10 minutes over time, but that's okay. Thanks, everybody.
What are they gonna do? Shut us down?
Exactly.
You could find us on YouTube at The Gay and the Grossed Out. We post the videos the next day at 8 a.m. after it's recorded, so
Yep.
you'll be listening to this Thursday morning. You can find us at Instagram at Gay and Grossed Out. You can find me on Instagram at Cass Heinen, also on Twitter at Cass Heinen.
You can find me on Instagram at RyanXLibra and on Twitter at RyXLibra. And that's it.
I thank you again, Ryan, for giving us
Welcome.
this big brother.
Welcome. Next week's Survivor.
Yeah.
I gotta name tribes. Ooh, that'll be fun.
Ooh.
Do you want to do like our names? We can have like the Cass tribe and the Ryan tribe.
Yeah.
That could be fun. I think that's what I'll do because I can change the
And
names.
this will be the end of our friendship.
Whoever wins is the better friend. Whoever wins gets to become sole host of the show moving forward.
Oh, I love
The other
that.
person gets kicked off the show. I'm just kidding because there's only one winner, and also the tribes merge at one point and they become one tribe.
Oh.
So the tribes are arbitrary. It's just a way to separate the castaways into like two different groups.
Castaways.
I have to think of a merge name. The Gay and the Grossed Out tribe.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.